You defended the wrong thing. What if nothing needed protection? A Course in Miracles. Lesson 121. Extended version. A comedian walks on stage. The wig goes on. The voice changes. The posture tightens into something familiar, but off. The audience laughs, not because it's real, but because it isn't. They recognize the distortion. They recognize the exaggeration. And they never forget. It's a performance. That's what makes parody harmless. It's seen as imitation. It's known as imitation. It never replaces the original. Now something shifts. The comedian forgets. Forgets it's a role. Forgets it's a character. Starts protecting the voice, defending the gestures, maintaining the personality, fearing the end of the act, as if it were death. Right there, the joke breaks. Because the parody is no longer seen as parody. It's taken as identity. And the moment it's taken as identity, it must be defended, protected, maintained, improved, stabilized. Because something believed to be real must now survive. This is where the metaphor turns, because what is being called a life follows the same structure. A voice was learned, a posture was adopted, a personality was assembled, roles were assigned, patterns were repeated, reactions became predictable, and consistency started to feel like truth. So the character began to defend itself, defend its story, defend its past, defend its image, defend its wounds, defend its meaning. But defense reveals something. Defense always points to a perceived threat, and threat assumes something real could be harmed. That assumption is the entire structure. According to A Course in Miracles, Lesson 121, the mistake is not in how the character behaves. The mistake is in what the character is believed to be. So every attempt to improve the identity, every effort to stabilize it, every move to protect it, is happening inside a misidentification. Not a real self trying to survive, but a performance trying to become original. And that cannot happen. A parody can never become what it imitates. It can only become more convincing, more refined, more defended, more serious, but never real. That's why the effort never ends, because the target is impossible. Not difficult, impossible. So the question shifts. Not how to fix the character, not how to improve the role, not how to protect the image, but something far more direct. What if nothing ever needed protection? What if nothing real was ever at risk? Then what exactly is being defended? And who is doing the defending? Because if the original was never lost, then the imitation was never threatened. And if the imitation was never threatened, then the defense was never required. And if the defense was never required, then the entire structure begins to loosen. Not through effort, but through recognition. A parody doesn't need to be destroyed. It only needs to be seen. Seen as imitation, seen as performance, seen as something that never replaced what is real. And when that becomes clear, the need to defend it disappears. Not because it was fixed, but because it was never the source. So the laughter returns, not as mockery, but as release. Because what was taken seriously was never real to begin with. And what is real was never in danger at all.